Hey guys, this is James and Tim from Tabletop Terrors. Today we are doing a Splatbook Roulette using the Monster Manual. Something that we have done unofficially once before. I have a wet spot where my energy drink was. So we are going to flip through this book, put our finger on a page, and we are going to talk about it for more than 5 minutes despite...
No! No, Barker, our good friend on YouTube, says he likes it when we fail. But we're not going to fail today.
All right, let me get my timer ready. It's rigged. So
what am I doing?
You're so bad at everything. You're going to try to prove to people...
What in the chamber?
Rigged? It's like your favorite thing. Don't do it. Actually, I blew out my Monster Manual. I don't know if you know that. I left bookmarks in it, and now this is all fat. You see it? It's all fat.
It is all fat. Monster Manual. You got to lay off the salt, buddy.
All right.
He's got to get down. He's got to cut weight. You got to put a trash bag and make him run around the block 8 times.
Are you ready to flip there, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Don't bend a page.
I'm not. I'm gonna.
Do I start and then you go? I always forget. Go! We're doing it. I don't care. You can just open it to a page.
Oh yeah, Gnolls.
Gnolls. Wait, you said Gnolls?
Gnolly. That's why we go over the time.
Yeah, we got at the beginning of the video. We got plenty of time.
All right.
You didn't do your finger, but the page we landed on.
The page we landed on was Gnoll. Sorry.
Is 3 Gnoll stat blocks.
Yeah, so it's the Gnoll, the Gnoll Pack Lord, and the Gnoll Fang of Yangu. I think we should just make this about Gnolls in general.
Fair enough.
So, the interesting thing about Gnolls is that they are supposed to be descendant from this demonic kind of Gnoll hyena, deity.
So what I want to do is, all right, we're talking Gnolls in our world.
Yes.
Specifically, as far as tips go, this will be, how do you make Gnolls not right out of the Monster Manual? They can be, certainly. But yeah, exactly. I think, what are the Gnolls going to be like in our world? We just got off of Damage Reduction, our world-building podcast, so I'm like, no, let's do more cool stuff for our world.
Let's do it. And time. No, I'm just kidding.
Done.
So, the first thing is that Gnolls, to me, are always depicted as a little too hyena-like in their intelligence. I think, for me, up their intelligence, up their tribal, warlike...
Their culture. Like, they're so...
Yeah, just elevate them a little bit more.
Elevate them, yeah, I like that.
I think that...
I didn't know they were demonic as far as the...
Sort of. Like, there's some lore behind there. Yangu and all that stuff, which is something else you can change. A good tip, number 1, you don't have to define where your Gnolls came from. That can be the legend. That can be the lore. And that goes with any monster.
Yeah.
Because different cultures are going to believe different things. I also like the idea of perhaps a people that worship them. They think, similar to how some religions don't allow you to kill certain animals.
Oh, yeah, like sacred animals?
Yeah, dude, like what if Gnolls are a sacred creature, even though they're awful?
Exactly, even though they're awful and even though they would, kill you if they found you. Despite the fact that you were worshipping them, they may not care. They're still going to kill you.
You're not allowed to. So that would be my thing, is just put a little more intelligence, make them less hyena-like and a little more...
Like you said, elevated. A little more cultured, a little more like a village. Now, okay, I'm going to go the opposite way with it.
Sure.
What if Gnolls in your world were seemingly extinct? So there aren't Gnolls anymore, but, say, people do still worship them.
Yeah.
But then, of course, as with every good story, a Gnoll shows up.
Yeah.
People, to some people, this is a god. To some people, this is a menace that was potentially wiped off the face of the planet.
I love it.
And more Gnolls start showing up. Now, you can go, okay, they're, nomadic destroyers, as the Monster Manual puts it. They're just absolutely, going across the land, raiding, killing everything, and they're just a terrible force of hyena-like things.
Fury.
Or people, some people hate them, some people love them, but they're just trying to make a way for themselves. Wherever it was they came from. And again, you can do this with any monster, but that sort of just turning it a little bit, especially... plays on the tropes that your players might be used to.
Right.
And I always love doing that.
Me too, so that way you're not just every Gnoll you run across, you're going to put an arrow in their face.
Exactly. You can have Gnolls with a little bit of depth.
Yeah. And we're doing so good on time that I'm going to take a pause.
Freeze frame. Okay, I don't know why we did that. We are really good on time.
One final thing is that in the realm of Dragongrin, So there's smaller versions of a few different monsters. So there's kobolds, which are kind of like smaller dragonkin or dragonborn in a way. There's goblins, which are like smaller bugbears, and etc. I think in Dragongrin, I ran this in a game, and I want it to be canon. A Gnult, Gnult, which is basically the goblinoid-sized version of a gnoll.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's cool. Just like little kind of more feral, like doggy. Maybe those are the ones that are a little slower and dog-like, and your larger gnolls are a little more intelligent. And it's going to vary, but...
And for our last 30 seconds, I don't know how you statted them out, but immediately off the top of my head, I would look at how the gnolls are statted out and sort of the abilities they get, the way, specifically the flavor they're given, and I would just take goblins and almost port them entirely over.
Sure.
If you wanted to do gnolls. Now, when we flesh them out for our world, we'll probably add a little more than that.
Yeah.
But if on the fly you're prepping for your game, you wanted to do that, that's how I would do it, and then now suddenly you have the gnolls of the gnolls.
And that's Gnolls. You want to ride out this timer or what?
Yeah, we got 5 seconds. That's pretty buck. Okay.
Now we're going to cheat and talk more about it.
Sort of meta. We're going to talk all about it. No, what I wanted to say was, you and I have talked about this before, and this is sort of the meta conversation of Splatbook Roulette in general.
Yeah.
This has a very different feel. The monster manual is going to give you a different style of Splatbook Roulette. So
sure.
How do you feel about that?
I liked it. Here's the way I look at Splatbook Roulette. Creativity exists in you, and if you showed me the same page in 2 weeks, I would give you a different piece of advice.
Yeah.
So to me...
Or I might latch on to this type of thing.
Sure, something else, like the mechanics or
Abyssal
something.
Gnoll, that's the coolest thing ever.
Right. So to me, Splatbook Roulette is, for us, it's an exercise to just push that creative muscle. And hopefully for you watching, it's to just get you to think of something totally differently. So I liked it. What did you think?
I knew that it was different, but I didn't know if it was good different or bad different. Usually we are short on time because we have so many ideas, but when you have something that's so concrete already...
Right.
I don't mind fleshing out our own world, or like you said, just doing something to stretch that creative muscle a little bit. But I like some of the ideas, some of the crazy, overarching ideas we get with some of the other books.
Sure. And I think that's going to be the beauty of switching up books.
And I guess that's why we do it for 5 minutes. Because we did Fate of the Norns, and that was great. And I can't wait to do other books and more Player's Handbook. And
that Fate of the Norns was totally system agnostic.
Yeah.
I think we joked about it, but I'm like, you should be able to do a Splatbook Roulette with a phone book.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Any real book.
Right. It's just putting some constraints on yourself and then saying, okay, I got to make something cool out of this. I can't flip past the null page right now. I can't just go, let's see. It's like, nope, got to do that. Got to focus. Pew, pew, laser focus.
That's how you do it. So this has been Splatbook Roulette. If you did like this, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can visit us at absolutetabletop.com. And I think that's it. I always say end. There's more things I got to say.
Yeah, but if you...
Really like us. Like
really
us 2 times.
Yeah.
Get your friends to like us.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Something that you can comment on. We love comments on Splatbook Roulette. What would you do? What are your Gnolls like? What tips would you give everyone else in the gaming world about Gnolls? Were we dumb? Well, yeah, we were dumb. But did you like what we said?
How dumb we were?
How dumb were we?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you like our stupidity?
-H.
May your Gnolls roll high.
TabletopTerrors.com. Subscribe to our channel.